Alright, welcome back to F.E.A.R 3. This is clipsvh as always, and I got Brett here. When
Hello.
we last left... Oh, I'm sorry. When we left off, we got out of the prison, and we saw a big monster, and he scared us, and he threw us in the sewers. So now we're going to get out of those sewers.
Will always interrupting me when I try and say my hellos.
Well, hey, you had redemption that one time, so it's all good.
That was a long, long time ago.
Indeed.
This does not look like something anyone would want to walk through. This is not even like normal sewer things. This is like just human bodies constantly.
Well, I mean, it's like you said in the last episode, Small World Ride has gone real downhill.
I feel like this is more downhill than it could have possibly gone. I feel like this is rock bottom.
Well, it got really downhill.
And now it just got a little bit more downhill.
In a more literal sense, yeah.
Yeah, in a more literal sense. At least we're away from the bodies at this point. And there is some hope of light.
Yes. Because all sewers have, like, big things of light. Like, remember Dead Island?
I do remember Dead Island.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, let's just keep walking forward towards it. Actually, that's our only way.
Yeah. The levels are pretty linear in this game.
Look, I don't appreciate being called an unnatural fucker. I feel like my fucks are pretty natural, okay?
Yeah, there's another Slender Man drawing, if you can kind of see through the
God,
shadows.
clip your fingernails, dude. You really need to work on your personal hygiene.
Well, hey, maybe he really is going for that record.
Then I would respect him for his determination, but I would be a little grossed out.
Wait, like you'd just be sitting there wishing he went for another record?
Yeah, just like any other record.
Right, so here we go.
You'd have so many cobwebs in your face and your gun, that'd just be uncomfortable.
Yes. I can't imagine it being very uncomfortable. I mean, very comfortable.
Oh boy, bonus points.
Oh, bonus points! We're gonna get that favorite sun rank. Oh, spookiness.
Yeah, pop 2 shots at him. That'll scare it.
Well, hey, it worked.
You're not
Fuck
wrong.
you.
It did actually work. I mean, you did probably spook the ghost.
We spooked the spook. Okay, that sounds really bad. I'm not
Okay,
gonna-
don't ever call anything or anyone a spook, okay?
Man, Echo 3-1. We got him. Preparing for pacification and transport.
You know why this happened? Because you fired 2 shots and they knew exactly where you were.
But it's all good. The spooky thing is gonna get them.
Yo, good work, Demon Buddy. Thank God they're on our side, right? They're not gonna kill us or anything.
About that. Oh, hey, naked pregnant Alma.
Hi, naked pregnant Alma. Hi, not naked pregnant Alma. This is like a witch from Left 4 Dead, isn't it? Don't come towards it with your flashlight on, Will. Come on. You should know this. So why did the demons like to kill everyone but not you? Why did they spare you?
Mysterious, spooky, zombie ghost logic, I guess.
I
That's all
get it,
give you.
because you're the main character. Makes sense.
Yeah, plot armor. Let's just go with plot armor.
Weren't you just here? Are you going back?
No, this path just happens to very much look like the other one we walked
It
through
is.
before.
It is a.
It's
you know,
literally the same thing in reverse, yeah.
It is a sewer, so I mean, I wouldn't expect it to have too much variance.
Yeah. There goes
There's
some crows.
some more street art of the longest fingernail competition going on in the local town.
Oh yeah. That's just one hand. That's not even the whole body. Back in the sewers.
Again, exactly the same layout sewers,
Yes.
except this time with significantly less human remains and bodies.
Yes.
Never mind, I lied.
Well, I mean. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's gone. You cleaned it up. You turned him into bonus points. Okay, I don't care. You
sounds-
shot him in the head.
he-
You should not live through that.
He sounds so insincere with that Spanish. Like, he sounds like one of those assholes who, like, tries to speak Spanish when you know, like, you could tell they don't really know the language, like kind of, like, enunciating every syllable.
I don't know Spanish or any language other than English, so I cannot relate to this.
I'm referring to, like, when people kind of don't know, they only know a few words, they just kind of go with that.
So, like, any Spanish,
like, the way he was saying,
Spanish or French you would learn in high school that you will never use for the rest of your life.
Maybe. It's just the way he was saying it kind of gave me that vibe, like,
So,
Abre la puerta.
So he's got resume Spanish, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Alright, let's abuse a little slow-mo.
That guy could take a lot of shells.
They were all going to his hand, which, you know...
I feel like maybe you're shooting paintball shells because all you're doing is putting red on them. You're actually just painting their head.
That's all a lot of guns do in this game, actually. Unless you get, like, a good shot in their head. That will down them instantly.
I feel like the shotgun is not the best weapon for this location.
It is not the best weapon.
But it does look pretty cool.
Yes, that it does.
You should be so dead.
I should be, shouldn't I?
Like, there's so many times you just make it out for no reason. Your screen gets so bloody. It's gonna just be completely red one of these times. Your eyes will never recover. But luckily, they won't actually kill you since they only shoot your eyes.
Well, we got some red-ass eyes, but it's okay. We got some Visine. It's good.
Yeah, we got some clear eyes. It's all cool.
Yeah, Ben Stein would be proud of us. You hear the way he just shrugs it off? Like, fucking seriously.
You're right. You're right about the fact that they're not very enthusiastic about being shot.
Well, I don't know how you can be enthusiastic about being
not
shot.
like positively enthusiastic, but negatively enthusiastic.
It sounds like it sounds like it's like just an inconvenience to them.
it's just kind of they're a little annoyed. They're not exactly pained or just distraught by it. They're just kind of it happened to them. And
honestly, though, they're really not pained by it. Look at how they can still keep fucking going after this guy took like a bunch of shells to the chest. That guy over there was still alive.
I'm more impressed by the fact that you're alive and the fact that your cover is still alive. Or, not alive, but still standing.
Well, you know, that Call of Duty health.
Of course. I want to know what the sign said. It's probably like yard sale on this street. Past all of the soldiers and armored vehicles.
I wouldn't be able to really read it.
I don't think anyone would be able to make it to the yard sale, so I don't think it matters very much.
Yeah.
Okay, what was that guy doing in the corner? Somebody either took his body there, or he was just hanging out in the corner when he died. Like, why not, if he was in a fight, why not, you know, like, use the tables as cover? This is just bad soldiers. Also, nice grenade throw off of the fruit.
It got him, though.
You're right, it did get him, so I mean, I can't talk shit about it.
I gotta reload, so fuck this, I'm gonna hit you with the knife.
God, you need to be dead in these situations.
If you listen carefully to the knife sometimes, it sounds more like it's doing like electric damage, like it's not really a stab noise, or what you'd expect a stab noise to sound like.
I didn't even get to see what melee you were using. I just saw you swing your arms at him. I didn't even see a weapon.
Oh, it's supposed to be a knife.
Oh, okay.
Like, remember the first cutscene?
Oh, okay.
Where he slit that guy's throat? Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, so let's go back.
I don't remember. Are there any more weapons other than just SMG shotgun for primaries? Like, have we seen any others?
We haven't seen any others yet. For now, it's just gonna be like SMG and shotgun and pistol. Oh, we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a sniper rifle in this level, actually. So, actually, I think it's coming up soon.
Thanks, Spooky Ghost Voice.
Yeah, thanks, Fettel.
I only like to think of him as Fettel when he's actually there. Otherwise, I just like to think of it as Spooky Ghost Voice.
Ah.
That is an interesting looking sniper rifle. Like, suddenly we're in Deus Ex.
Oh, and like most sniper rifles and most of these modern FIPSs. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you finally died!
Like, anyway,
I'm honestly happy that happened, just to show that you are killable. You are you are vincible. You can, in fact, be killed.
Yes. Point Man can, in fact, die. Anyway, I was about to say, the sniper rifle is kind of like, you know, sniper rifles in most modern FIPSs, where FPSs, where, like, you know, a shot anywhere, a single shot will fucking kill an enemy dead.
Makes sense. You know, the toe is a vital organ.
Yeah.
Alright.
You played CSS, right?
You
Remember the op?
People gave me so much shit for loving the op to death, and everybody was like, you need to use the scout because it's a more skillful weapon, and the op is just overpowered, and you should never use it, and then I just kill them with it.
Statistically speaking, it is the best weapon, but it's cheap as fuck. But what were you about to say before?
I was about to say that you shoved your sniper rifle up to the guy's chest, pulled the trigger, and you shot the top of the door. Okay, and first of all, how does your pistol notify that, like, the sight, the green to red sight, know that you're shooting at an explosive barrel that is just ready and primed to be shot?
It's that
technologically
advanced.
It's a very smart pistol.
Yes. It's a very smart pistol.
I feel like if it's the standard issue for the enemies that you're currently facing, it's probably smarter than your enemies.
Well, I think for some of them it would need to be. Let's be completely honest here.
Yeah, I mean, it's really the pistols and the weapons that are carrying them. It's not their actual intellect or their tactical ability.
Yeah.
Like that guy.
Yeah.
Who was not with his squad, was out in the open, no cover at all.
Like he was prepared to try and be the guy who got
I see the knife now.
Yeah.
Wow. What a flamboyant death. I don't know if I'd be proud or disappointed that would be the way I go out.
I appreciate this. The game gives us arrows so we know where to go.
No, that's for the guy who lives here with Alzheimer's. He just forgets.
But why would he need to specifically go out his back door?
You know, to
or
barbecue?
Front door. This is a slum. I can't really tell.
It's to barbecue, obviously. That is his life.
Okay.
Is sit on his couch on the inside and barbecue outside.
But if he's only ever barbecuing, wouldn't that be because of the Alzheimer's and not because he needs to remind himself to barbecue?
Look,
I'm clearly not all that on top of how Alzheimer's works, actually. So
neither am I. I'm just making excuses for a game giving you direct signs even though it isn't correct in the game itself.
I don't know if you noticed, but that guy pushed that little thing in over there for cover.
I didn't. Good work, enemies. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, they'll do that sometimes. Well, they'll kind of make like little makeshift bits of cover for themselves out of some things in the environment. I think they're scripted events, but it's still a nice
I imagine
touch.
they're scripted. I can't believe that would be something that could be generated in different situations other than the ones they were supposed to happen in.
Yeah. But it's still a nice touch, though, I think.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing to see happen. There are some nice touches in this game.
Oh, that was a sweet dive roll.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely impressed that guy dive rolled onto, like, thin sheet metal. That is a daring move, sir.
He really wanted the hardcore parkour.
Obviously, and it worked quite well for him, minus the whole dying part. He did look cool. He stood out to me, at least. Okay, look, you didn't need to kick the door open. That was that was an open door with no lock. You could have just lightly nudged that open. Okay. I don't feel comfortable with that just sitting there in the corner.
That's why we took it.
Put it in our pocket. Alright, this is ours now. Take this creepy almond doll.
Yep.
Get some bonus points.
Let's watch a little TV. Alright, moving on.
You know, ignore the corpses and such.
Yeah.
What? Okay. That was entertaining. I'm glad that we actually do see that people actually live in these slums and aren't all just dead bodies lying inside of the slums.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, why are they dying? Like, are the enemy soldiers killing them?
I think that is what's going on.
I still don't know much purpose. Like, I can understand a bit, like, why you were there, like, why you were trying to escape and such, and all the supernatural stuff going on, but I don't understand the enemy faction, and why it is in these slums, and why it is...
I think the idea is that, like, the enemies are trying to, like, cover shit up, like, cover some of the shit up that happened in the first 2 games, and what's going on now.
Yes, good cover-up. Let's just go in and kill everyone.
No, but, like, I can't, yeah, that's what I'm saying, I can't understand why they'd be doing that here in the slums. Like, it makes sense when we get back to Fairport, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me here.
Man, good thing they left these zap grenades in the middle of somebody's house.
Yes.
No, I don't. I don't hear it.
Oh,
Will, you're halfway to
cool
becoming the killer, not just any killer, the killer.
There is a mech suit.
So much for an easy escape.
Ah, son of a bitch.
That guy was just running over to mourn his friend's death. Shot him in the back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, he kind of deserved it.
You know, for being the bad guy.
Yeah, and he would have killed me. That guy
He threw a grenade backwards! That was incredible! He needs to be revived and promoted. Man, good thing this rocket launcher was the one placed on the map so far. The only one we've seen just happened to be where they were going to have their mech. I feel like they probably should have scouted out the area and removed any chance of the only weapon that could easily destroy their one, like, ringer weapon. The weapon they had to take down the one guy.
I really wanted to overkill these guys with the rocket launcher, but it only has like 2 rockets.
So you're like, man, there might be another mech. You wanted to do the squat method?
Well, look, it works, man.
I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying you're gonna get some sore quads.
Well, hey, look, Point Man's gonna have some big legs, and he's gonna use them to kick ass, quite literally.
Yeah, that submachine gun is just leagues better than the shotgun. Like, you can pretty much use it in the same situations every time. Like, close range, it still does the same job.
Yeah, I think in most situations, every other gun, including the pistol, is probably a lot better than the shotgun. But I give the shotgun a little bit more sentimental value than it's worth. It looks cool.
And yeah, I mean, it does look cool. And I personally have a soft spot for shotguns. Like, when I started playing games on PC, I was coming from console, and anytime I was playing, like, a shooter, I was new to mouse and keyboard, so I just sucked at aiming. So anytime there was a shotgun, it was perfect, because I didn't even have to aim properly. I just pointed in the general direction of the enemy, and it just killed them. So it just made me fall in love with shotguns and the playstyle that came along with them, of being very upfront and very aggressive and in people's faces anytime you're playing a shooter, and I just never stopped loving them. So even if they're bad in a lot of games, I'll just play them because they're cool. Although this game, it is unnecessarily bad comparative to all the other weapons. So I mean, like, I don't know if I could struggle through that. It does have the cool firing mechanism, though, in the whole loading system.
This time we won't ignore the dead bodies. I'm sorry, what you just said?
I was saying looks like a great sign.
Okay, if you say so, Fettel.
Look, we are a man on foot. I don't know if he can do that properly.
You can't just crawl through this, you have to interact with it.
You can't just, like, climb a fence normally. I feel like that'd be more dangerous to go through the fence, and you'd end up cutting yourself in your clothes.
Alright, so that's a phase caster. I mentioned them in the first part.
Okay. And I'm guessing they cast phase?
Yeah, they do something called phase casting, which is basically they summon soldiers through the power of electricity. Essentially.
Got it. So, they are electro. and they summon soldiers.
Yeah, see that? Those little blues, electric-y balls, they go onto walls and they make little kind of blue glowy holes and soldiers come out of them.
Okay. I feel like it'd be better off if he just threw the glowing balls at you.
Well, I mean, it's really easy to get these guys when they're coming out of the holes, so he kind of has to put them in a spot where I can't get to them. So that's actually tactically a sound decision to make.
Okay.
You'll see that happen a little later because there's a boss fight that's pretty much this. Actually, I guess you can kind of call this the boss section of this level 2.
Some more sweet hardcore parkour. Bonus points.
Oh man, 25 headshots. I'm so good at this game!
You are, in fact, the best, Will. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, well, thank you. Alright, well, we have full sniper ammo. We're gonna need that.
Alright, time to do some squats.
Yep.
This is not comforting to look at. There was a fragmentation grenade like 3 feet from you, 2 feet from you even, and you took like not even half health damage.
Point Man eats grenades for breakfast, okay?
Apparently, without any milk. Somebody get him to the salty spittoon quick.
Alright, so we can just focus on the phase caster. And
There's so much blood coming out of you when you get shot.
so much blood when shots.
Yeah, you're right. Just so much blood in general. What would a good action horror game be without lots of blood? Although, from what I've seen so far, it looks a lot more action and a lot less horror.
Yes, yeah. That's actually one of the things. That's actually one of the reasons I kind of don't like it nearly as much as I do the first 2 games.
Yeah, it's just because the horror aspects in the first 2 were better.
Yeah, and they're kind of like not here anymore in this one. Also, a lot of the gameplay elements, if I remember the first 2 games right, are kind of like dumbed down in this one. Like they're kind of like all watered down.
So they kind of dead spaced it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where the first 2 were horror, second 2 were then action, or the last one was then action. Which, I mean, I did not care about because I loved Dead Space 3 and thought it was a great game.
Well, I mean, considering
mostly because I didn't play the first 2.
Well, considering the progression of both series, it kind of makes sense in its own way, but, like, it's still, like, not great that a lot of the horror aspect isn't there anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, like, a lot of times it's hard to follow up horror games with another horror game, with another horror game. I mean, like, really, the action strategy is an easier way out. It's given the IP a new game.
The point is, here it makes sense because, like, after a while, it's like you can't really be coy with this shit anymore, and you can't really be too horror-oriented because after a while, when you play through the whole series, the player already knows what's going on. You can't be mysterious anymore. And, like, the same thing kind of happened in Dead Space, I think. Where, like, Dead Space 3, it's like you already knew all the shit you needed to know. Oh, son of a bitch!
He was shooting you for so long, Will. You got so tunnel visioned on sniping the phase caster.
They see what I mean?
I see what you mean. That
yeah, they're really easy to get when they come out of those holes.
Being close personal with these guys.
Yeah.
And back into the place where you got cornered and killed last time.
It almost happened the same way. Alright, let's do some squats.
God. Live to squat, squat to live.
Let's get another shot off on him. I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. It's going to do so much damage to him.
I want to know what that barrel says. I missed it first time around.
It probably says, flammable.
Probably says not good cover, don't hide behind me.
Probably says explosive, don't be anywhere near me if Point Man's around. You know, like
Point
that.
Man is-
Alright, there he is.
It says
shut
something
up.
in Spanish. Where are we currently?
I think I've got a couple sources mixed up on this. We're either somewhere in South America or Central America.
So then it might also be Portuguese. I don't know enough about the two languages.
I unfortunately do not either. So I couldn't tell you.
Well, you come from a Spanish-speaking family. You can guess, I guess.
I could take a guess, but it might not be correct. Actually, it likely won't be correct.
I'm surprised he didn't shoot all of the balls directly into your little hidey hole. You would have nothing you could have done.
Except, you know, like, punch them all in the face with my knife.
You know, give him the old 1-2 knife.
Yeah.
Except you'd kind of have to do that for like 4 of them, and that would be a problem.
You'd be surprised. Alright, he's glowing red. This is good. There we go. Now he's
Yeah,
dead.
you did it.
He blowed up. Now we can take out these other guys at our leisure and make our way towards that helicopter.
Provided you don't die during squats.
Right, of course.
God, thanks, Clear Eyes. Helping me see.
Man, thank you, Ben Stein. Really.
He
Alright,
is,
you know
he
what?
is the real reason.
Fuck this noise. Get over here, asshole. There we go.
Wow! He launched him.
Thanks, Fettel.
Thanks, Spooky Ghost Voice.
That is a big jump. Why can't we do that in normal gameplay?
That's what I'm... How did that chopper take off so quickly? Man, this is high-tech. I'm impressed.
Hi, Fettel.
I'm also impressed that the pilots did not notice this happen.
That's not a very impressive thing, but, you know.
There is no way that helicopter gained that kind of altitude in, like, 5 seconds. He was on the helicopter for less than 10 seconds before it was already above the cloud layer. Are you kidding me? No way! I'm calling bullshit on you, game. Good thing we know how to fly a helicopter.
Yes. Yes. I mean, without that, we'd probably be dead. Probably. Maybe. Perhaps.
I mean, it's not like we were dead 2 times earlier this episode.
Yeah, yeah.